So this is a quick video to show you how to use Monarch, how to get the most out of it, and how it can help you navigate and work faster on the computer. So at its core, it's an app launcher. It's like, Google Chrome. Uh, you have, you can search by the word. You have all your apps, your utilities, right? All the stuff that comes with Mac OS, but also your folders are accessible instantly right here. These are just the standard folders. If you want to add even more folders, you can just run add new folder and then select which one, and just go from there. It'll be in the root search right there for you. Another thing that it lets you do, as you probably saw a second ago, is you can access your bookmarks. So like here I have Google Docs is a bookmark. The way that you get access to those is just by scrolling in your Monarch settings, which I accessed with Command comma, pretty standard shortcut. There are more browsers that are going to be available soon, but these are ones that I started with. You can also just type in Monarch settings like this and get to the settings. So the browser bookmarks are really nice because they let you access these directly in the root search. So I type this in and I get to a bookmark. I'm like right on top of all of my bookmarks at any given point. So this is really nice. But where the user experience really shines is that you can use Monarch to like stay on top of like the tab clutter. So if I type in this for a new chat, and then later I'm like, oh, I actually do, I'm talking with ChatGPT, and then I want to go back to Twitter really quick. Well, when I go back to Twitter, it doesn't open a new tab. It will go back to see if I already have this tab open, and we'll just use that one. And that's the same for any of the tabs that I have open at any point. So that is really, really nice. It's so easy to just stay on top of like tabs when you have it like that. And it also works when you're over here and you don't remember which tab you were last on. The other thing is that you can use Monarch to just like force it into the current tab that you're in. So if I'm here, I'm done with Twitter. If you look down here, I'm gonna scroll, I'm gonna open this in the current tab by holding Shift. The keys are showing up here, and once I hit Enter, you see that I'm using the current tab. So if I'm ever done with the website that I'm currently on, I can just hold Shift here, and once I press Enter, I'm now using that tab. So that's a really useful way to do it. Another thing is that you can open up your links in any browser at any time. Like you have full control over that by selecting your browsers in the settings. There's browsers you can select here like this. And so now that you have selected these settings, right, you can just like choose whichever browser to open these up in. So type in Twitter, and I could open it up into this like tab, of course, right? You've already seen that, but I can also hold Command. You can see all of my browsers come up over here, and I can choose to open this in, say, Firefox now, right? So now Firefox is going to load up, and it kind of depends on how fast your computer is, but Firefox loads up, and I had an update, so that's why it was slow. Yeah, so if I do this, hold here like that, you can see that I can control it at will like this. So this comes in handy a lot, especially for searches that you want to do in different places like this. So yeah, there's a lot of utility that you can get just with the bookmarks. Now that you're done with this application, you can use quit. This is a quit command. It lets you quit any application that you have open. You see that it sorts them in descending order with how much memory they use up, so that's really nice. So I'm done with Firefox. You can also do the abbreviations here as well. Just like, be careful if you're not trying to quit something. And of course, just quit all like that. I'm trying to quit Firefox, so I'll run this here. And so that's like the core of the the like launcher with the bookmarks. You can also like do basic web searches like restaurants near me like this, and that's really nice because you can hold command to perform that search in any specific browser as well. So it's really nice. I'm deleting the whole thing with command delete, command backspace. That's how I'm like clearing the whole thing at once. The next thing is the calculator. So you have pretty standard calculator, 10 plus 10 plus 3 like this. You have that the calculator history shows up here directly in the same view, so you don't have to like navigate to a different place to get to it. You can always just go in your calculator history and then click this and it will restore it from here. One really nice touch is if you're trying to continue from the next one, because you can see this is getting kind of long, you hit equals and it will take the value out here, which is probably better for something like this to this. So if I hit equals, say this times 60 like that, hit equals, and then plus 400 like that, hit equals, and just kind of keep continuing the equation as I am going along. So it also, as you saw, so you can type in words and it will evaluate that, use natural language with it, do natural language calculations like this to get those, and like the equal sign works on here too if you want to do that there as well. You can also check the different time zones, so like PM like this. You can check for notable cities. So if I type in time in Vice City, I get that, right? So I'll get that. What's another place that I've been before? This, right? So you can get all these different times like that. I do check time zones like a lot. So one of the like really useful features of Monarch is that you can actually set variables. So you use this command, manage Monarch variables. Open this up. This has all of the different variables that I have. So like for the command sleep, I just type in GG. For opening up the DuckStation emulator, I type in PS1. And you see right here, this is like a big value add where you have time in Seoul, South Korea. I don't want to type that out every time, so I just have TIS for those. So you'll see that when I type this up in just the plain view, it will come up and evaluate here. So you see all of the valuations like this. So I can also say another one, I have a salary like this here, so you can see these, and use these also in calculations like this. So this is really nice. It lets you like save a bunch of time. So like I do this a lot here when I'm trying to see like that. So yeah, it's just really nice. If you ever want to set up a like new variable, all you have to do is just go to variables like that, hit new, and then what would be like test, and then like 500 like this. And so now when I type in test, you see that I get the 500 value here. So I'm going to delete that and show you, or I'm just going to make like another one, like test 2 equals, and then 600 like this. And if I hit enter, you'll see that it creates a variable here. So there's like two ways to create the variables, which is really nice. There's like the UX of Monarch is that there's always a like beginner way to do something, and then an advanced way once you feel more comfortable, so that you can always have a way that's really clean that lets you like not have to navigate all of the different user interfaces if you already know what you're trying to do. So that's the point of that, and you'll see more of that here in a bit. One of the most commonly used features is the ability to create reminders. So if you want to create a reminder, like let's say I'm gonna try out let's see, just a standard reminder. Let's say walk dog. You can add notes about it today at, and I'll say 5 p.m. like this. You can set the priority here, like that. And once you hit create reminder, it's created the reminder for you, and it shows you the reminder right here in the UI as you are going about like searching and doing everything. So really easy to stay on top of that. When you are done with the reminder, you can either click it to complete it, or you can view all your reminders. I did VR there. That was kind of fast. View reminders, VR. And you can hit enter on these. You can search these like this and mark these as complete or incomplete as needed. So you can say that's done there. That's the standard way to like use and navigate reminders. So another way to do that would be just open up Monarch and then type in R space and let's see. So I would say walk dog again at like that. So you can use this here and it will save to your reminders list. And what's really nice is that, you know, obviously you have more than one list. So if you hit the option key, the right option key only, you see here the right hand option key to change, you see that you can cycle through all of your lists directly in your so I'll put that one under work just to show you, and you see that I have it here, and I can click to complete that, and that's done. So there's easy ways, advanced ways. If you want to, I'm gonna do one more so you can see that you can set the test. Well, that's gonna have an extra variable there, so I'll say at 5 p.m. like this, and then I will add 3 bangs there, or exclamation points. And so now when I view the reminders, you see that it is now a like higher priority one. You could just add those in there. So yeah, that's how you would do that. One of my favorite features, it doesn't really get like a ton of usage, but the dictionary you can access with, let me slow down, define space and then a word like dragon here, and then it'll pull it up. You can see that the pronunciation, you can hear
dragon,
the pronunciation from the speaker if you don't know how to pronounce it. And a really nice touch is being able to just click any of the words and get to the next definition if there's a word in there that you don't know already. So it's just like lets you navigate that a bit faster. Another useful thing is being able to tidy up your search results. So if you have some option that you just don't like in there, or maybe it's included as part of like a browser bookmarks or something like that, like with Edge, you can just hold command and press H, and that will never be shown again. So if I'm typing in Twitter, I'm not going to get that, right? So that's a like super fast, accessible way to hide your items. If you ever want to unhide it, you just go to view hidden items. I use abbreviations a lot, and I'm not meaning to, but yeah, you can unhide it like this, and yeah, it'll just be right back in search. It could not be easier or faster, and so that's available to you at any given moment. Speaking of that, you can set custom hotkeys to make things more accessible to you. Here are the different hotkeys that you can set right now. There's going to be more, of course, coming soon. So I have one for the set audio devices command, which allows you to set both input and output devices pretty easily. It's fully, keyboard driven here. You can type in 1, 2, or 3 for your output devices, and then letters for your input devices, and then command plus a number for any presets that you save. So if you have like, something here, I think I just changed my output for a second almost. So that was scary, but you can save to devices and link them up just like this. So what's really nice is If you find that like doing this is a bit too slow, I have it set to a hotkey like this, right? And then I can like just use my keyboard to navigate around. If that's still a bit too much for you to like, uh, the muscle memory just isn't there, you can actually just choose something like this here. So I'm gonna select that, and that's my highlight color. And if I hit Command S on here, then I now have access to, like, I can be anywhere on the computer like this, and I now have access to like being able to set this. So I'm recording this video right now, which is why I'm not activating that, but the same would go for my AirPods or things like that, and I can just like use those instantly right in there. So that's another way that's really nice. You can do that for your other devices as well. So if you have like a microphone that you want to set that you really like using, like this, you would just set that. You find yourself in a Zoom call and like something toggles really quick or some setting changes or some device dies, you can just type in the name of this right over your Zoom and it comes right up. So yeah, it's just right there for you. Last thing I'm going to show you is the emoji picker, which I currently have mapped to command semicolon, but you can access it at any time by just typing in the colon, and you can search for emojis here. So one thing I want to show you with the emoji picker is that you can do like full-on text and one-liners in here if you need to. It doesn't happen too often, but every now and then I just like need to do like a nice one-liner, so I can say like, Monarch is, and then fire like this. But you can hold command to do like a multi-select here, and it'll paste like the entire thing. You can rename any given emoji by just holding command and pressing E, and you can set like names that will you can set names here that will correspond to those. You can also search for your your symbols. All of your symbols are in here as well. So yeah, it's a pretty easy way to like, get access to like hard to remember keys or like Unicode characters. So that's like just a like really brief overview of Monarch. I hope that this is helpful.